We are live. What's going on, everybody? Hey, happy Wednesday. This is January 4th, first Wednesday of 2023. And if you're watching this right now, then we're going to share with you in the next 30 minutes a really exciting announcement that's going to help you to be able to launch 2023 the right way so that you can have the best 2023 ever. And we all know that the number one goal of a new year is to lose weight, is to get healthy, is to do all that. And you're watching this right now, you might be wondering, well, what would make this any different? So I'm going to share with you a system and some tools that we've been running for over a decade now. We've helped thousands of people from every single type of background succeed. And if you follow exactly what we're going to talk to you about, you will not just lose weight, but you're going to break past plateaus, feel the healthiest, and actually have long-standing results as well too, and have an opportunity to potentially win some cash monies as well. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, put a 10 in the chat. We're going to get this right off the bat. I'm going to introduce you one of my other friends in just a bit too, to go over this system. But let me go out there and get right into this. All right. So what are we here to talk about? We have what's called a transformation challenge that actually just kickstarted. So it's a fun way to be able to start up your year. But we have some big news. We just got the announcement that this just started. However, we are extending the ability to be a part of this for the next 10 days. So if you were on the fence, or maybe you're still looking for something, or maybe you just got a little bit late of a start to the new year, this is going to be your opportunity for you and those around you to be a part of this. You might be wondering, well, what is this? How does this all work? Okay. This has helped over 100,000 plus people around the world. It's clinically proven, and it is now open. But to share with you a quick story on where this came from, I don't know if you can relate with me or not. What's going on, Hawaii? Great to see you. But who here has ever been stuck at a weight loss plateau before? Put a 1 in the chat. Maybe you've tried everything out there. Maybe you've tried other diets. We heard people trying Jenny Craig, Ideal Protein. There's something called a reset. There's maybe the shake and bar. There's a lot of different things that we tried, and we all get stuck at a certain place, don't we? For me, I was at a place where I wanted to get abs. I wanted to cut down that extra fat. You know, that last 10 to 15 pounds is really tough. It hangs on a little bit too tight to you. You know, that's where I was at, and I tried everything. But the tough part for me, I don't know if you would relate with me or not, is life gets busy. The body changes. And I just, honestly, I love food. I just love food, right? So I would try other things, and I'd yo-yo back and forth. And I just started to get frustrated, and I felt like I was just stuck the way that I was until I found this system. And I learned a simple way that if I apply these couple simple steps with some other tools, that breakthrough could happen. So I decided to give it one last shot. And guess what happened? In 40 days with no exercise, actually, I lost 25 pounds. I was able to lose all that body fat. I got the fittest I've been in my entire life. And it was simple to do. And after that, I shared that with other people as well too. In fact, this system that we've ran has helped people. We ran a challenge just like this before last year. And in fact, the top 3 winners came from people that followed this exact program. In fact, let me share with you some of their stories. Russell, he's a working dad, and he lost. He had the dad bod. Maybe some of you guys know what the dad bod looks like right there, right? He lost 40 pounds and 13.2% body fat in 8 weeks. That's crazy. That's about 5 pounds a week. He won 3rd place. 2nd place, Zarliza. She lost, and she didn't have a lot of weight to lose. She lost 35 pounds in 8 weeks. She was working. She was super busy, and she found a way to incorporate this into a busy lifestyle. Our grand prize winner is a woman named Mary Jo, lost 33 pounds and 12.4% body fat in 8 weeks. I mean, take a look at this. She's a mom. She's working. She's busy. Wow. And what did they all do in common? They all, including many of the people here as well too, everyone here, followed a simple system with some tools that helped to break past those plateaus, and it helped them. It was a long-lasting solution too. So you're going to find out about that today. And if you've been looking for a solution, you will not have to look any further. There is the buck stops here. You don't have to try 10 other programs. You don't have to try any other types of diets. This will work for sure if you follow this system. Okay. So I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm actually going to bring up one of my friends. You see one of her pictures here, actually, Pam Middleton, who is a retired registered nurse. She has had an incredible transformation on this program, very well knowledgeable in health and everything, way smarter than I am. And I want to actually bring her up, and she's going to be my co-host today and share with us exactly what this program is, how it works, and everything. But let me go out there and introduce her to you. Pam, how are you? Can you hear me all right?
I can. Thanks, James.
Absolutely. Pam, first of all, you got to tell us a little bit about your story and what are these pictures that we're seeing?
Yes, sure. So when I was a registered nurse for over 40 years and 40 plus. And when I retired, there was a few things that were wrong, but mostly a lot to do with health. I was overweight, had lots of issues because of being overweight. I found this program basically 10 days after I retired, and it helped me to absolutely turn my life around. All of my health issues were resolved. And as you can see in that picture, what's going on now, it made a huge difference in my life. And I feel amazing.
Wow. And you know, I noticed as well too, Pam, you still look the same.
It's the bangs, right? I kept my bangs.
Exactly, in a good way, right? Straight up. Who here has ever seen someone else, like another program, and then you look at them later, you're like, exactly like, it's like, so you do this right. There's no rebound weight gain, stuff like that. So Pam, thank you for joining us today. And let's go through some of this stuff right here, right? So Pam is actually on what's called the Wellness Council for this company, but can you tell us a little bit about this and why this is significant, different than other systems out there?
Yes, well, as I mentioned, being in sick care, what really is more important is well care. If you can prevent someone from going into the hospital, that's amazing. And these people that you're looking at right now, that's their job. Their job is to help with well care. We have a scientific advisory board, which lets us know that everything we do has been tested, it's approved. And Deanna Laxon in the top left, or my left, I don't know. She is actually our chief product officer. And she says she wouldn't put any products in her body that she wouldn't give to her children. So she has made these products the cleanest and safest out there. And that's what we want if we want to not be in sick care. And these are some of the certifications we received, which are so important to show how clean our products are. So they're halal, they are kosher, athletes can take our products. And what meant the most to me is in this PDR by Connect RX. It is the manual that we used in the hospital, nurses, doctors, pharmacy, everybody who touched a patient who gave medications. And our products are listed in there. You would not get your product. So I actually have it on the app on my computer. And I looked up things like Walgreens and Kirkland and all of that. They are not listed in the PDR, which is because they are not quality products. But our products are a lot of our Nutrify, which is our supplement line, including things like Renew and our vitamins and stuff. They're in there. So that allows us to know that they are the safest and cleanest products out there. And it tells doctors, you can take this along with XYZ medication. Which is super important. So there's no contraindication with most of the medications that people take, the most common ones at least.
That's a huge deal. Here's one principle, guys, to note down, is if you want true transformation, if you want to break through plateaus, if you want the health and the well care that Pam's talking about, this is the key. Our goal is to help balance the body and make it healthy, and things like weight loss are a byproduct. So one of the big things is if you're looking into a tool, don't put just any random junk. And how about you? I go to Costco and I don't know much about nutrition. I know, and I try to read the label. I don't know if you're like this. I'm like, oh, it kind of looks healthy or something. But straight up, who knows what's out there? I heard of stat, Pam, that 80% of products that are on the market right now, what's said on the label is not even in the bottle. So these are big things here to make sure that you feel rest assured that things are going to be quality and everything. That's why people get good, consistent results, you know? So there's a couple different elements. We're not going to have time to go through every single product today, but here's a couple tools. So what makes the system different is some specific health tools and also a system of support and education that we're going to make sure that you walk out knowing what to do for the rest of your life. So it becomes a lifestyle right there. But here's something that's interesting, Pam. These are our body balancing drops. And I truly believe this is the thing that helps to really be the X factor for plateau breaking and everything. But can you tell us a little bit about what these drop things are?
Yes. So these are probably one of my favorite products, although I have many. And that's because these two bottles here, they actually target visceral fat. If you don't know what that is, that's the fat that we hold, as I call it, the junk in our trunk, that fat that's held on to organs, which causes things like heart problems or kidney problems or liver problems, because that fat is surrounding the organs. And so to get rid of that, it takes something specific. Most weight loss programs, like the ones you mentioned in the beginning, those are not fat loss. They're just calorie deficit, eat less food, eat this little portion of this, that, or the other junk, preservatives. Yeah. And you'll take the weight off. Absolutely. When you don't have enough calories, you'll take the weight off. However, you won't keep it off. So these little bottles, they help with appetite control, with our weight management. And I love bottle number 2, especially because I'm a woman. If you have hormonal issues, just body balancing, and it resets your metabolism to a new lower weight. No other program does that. Wow. And don't be fooled. If you see these 2 little bottles somewhere else, like on Amazon or something, they're not ours. They make fake products out there. They cannot have expiration dates, and they certainly wouldn't have the support of the company if you had any concerns with the product.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I'm curious, who here's ever tried a diet before that didn't exactly work? Put a 1 in the chat if that's you. We've tried a lot of different things, right? Just like what Pam said, you have to know the difference. The difference is this is targeting not only calorie restriction. Obviously, you should eat healthier, and we're going to show you how to do that, right? How to eat cleaner and better and things like that. But this really is called liquid discipline because it helps you curb those cravings. It helps you cut the bad fat, and it actually helps you to, like what Pam said, rebalance the body, guys. That's the biggest thing that no other program I've ever seen actually targets. That's why it's been so effective. So there's one. The second one, I believe, is also important for body balancing, deals with this thing called Renew, and it deals with something called human growth hormone. But Pam, can you tell us a little bit about this one in particular?
Oh my gosh, this one also is in the PDR, so that lets you know it's super good to take. But this one here, it has amazing benefits. So when we turn 30, our human growth hormone in our body starts to decline just a little bit as we age. But when you get to be my age in 68 and 70s, if you look at
You're 68, Pam?
Yes.
I still can't believe that. Oh my gosh.
If you looked at a picture of the human body and you said at 30, you have this much HGH is gone. Well, by the time you get to my age, your HGH level would be in your feet only. Oh, so not enough to do any benefit for our body. But this does not contain a hormone, the HGH hormone. But what it does, it just signals our body to reproduce it. It just like a trigger, which is why at 68 you could look a lot younger, because it helps with cell regeneration, and it also helps just to have that mineral balance that we need. And some of the benefits that I've seen from taking this is it boosts your stamina. So even if you're 30 and you want to work out, that's a perfect way to take before you exercise, boost your energy level, and reduces the body fat. So it's another additional thing that's going to target that, increases your skin elasticity. And the other thing is it really helps with sexual libido, whether you're a girl or a guy. As we age, we can all use that little extra help on the side without taking a little blue pill.
Yeah, exactly. Natural Viagra here, right? And I've also heard the best of sleep. I'm curious, does anyone here struggle with deep sleep? Put a 2 in the chat if that's something you struggled with before. Maybe intermittent sleep. It's hard to get good ones, and that's kind of one of the big things that I've noticed, that a lot of people within their first 5 days, they notice that immediately. Like that's a big reason why a lot of people don't lose weight or they're not healthy. They're not sleeping well, right? Yeah. So it's incredible what that can do. But thanks for sharing that, Pam. So with all of that said, those are some of the two major ones. These two alone are so different, and it'll target the things that no other program targets, which is the hormones, which is balancing the body. So as you start to do that, how else do we help people break past those plateaus? Well, it's super, super simple. With our program, what makes us very different is that you're not doing it by yourself, right? Because we all know that obviously we can all eat healthier and do better, stuff like that. But what's significant is we want to support you. We want to guide you with a community. We want to guide you with support. We also want to guide you with education. In fact, this group, you can feel free to join this group itself as well too. It's free for anyone to be a part of. We provide nutritional education. We provide things like how to eat healthy but still on a go, how to eat well where you're not feeling like you're just eating like carrots and I don't know, broccoli all day. Doing it in a way where you can still live life. How do you eat out? Like these types of nutritional guidance we provide here so that you not only are using some tools to help you balance your body, but more importantly, you're able to know how to go through life and cut through all the, pun intended, fat of all the junk that's out there. Has anyone here ever been confused by nutritional advice out there? Put a 3 in the chat if that's happened, right? Some say they eat low carb, high protein. Some eat low protein, high carb. Some say this is good and the other thing is that is good. It's so confusing. So if you want to have transformation for the long run, if you want to look like Pam in her 68, wow, then it really is balancing the body and also understanding how your body works. Our goal is that you don't have to use the program again. Our goal is that you don't have to transform again, that you have permanent transformation, right? Yeah. So with that said, that community is another aspect that comes complementary. We've had people say, hey, with the types of things that you're teaching us in this community, they've had people like nutritionists charge them $1,000 a month just to get what's in here complimentary. So be sure to join that. If you're brought onto this call today and you're not in there, be sure to grab that. We'd love for you to be a part of that, okay? Now, why is right now a very interesting time? It's a program we always have. However, it's always nice to have a little bit of icing on the cake, a little carrot in front of us, some motivation. And what's happening right now is we have a challenge that's going on with a bunch of support for the next 2 months. We just started it. However, we just got word that we're extending it. The company is extending this challenge. You can win up to $3,500 in prizes, best transformation wins in the next 2 months. For 10 days, we still have an opportunity to be a part of this. In fact, if you're already a part of this challenge, put a 1 in the chat. If not, then we'd love to invite you to be a part of this. How to be a part of it? Just purchase some of those products, whatever you want. I'll go over some of those details in a bit, and join our community, and you're automatically a part of it. Whether you win, I'd just be in it to win it, might as well. Or you just participate to really help get that extra accountability. We're providing in here in our whole community weekly coaching calls by our wellness advisors. This Saturday is going to be our next one. We're going to be talking about some really cool nutritional tips. Becky Zheng, my wife and actually a health coach, and Lily Liu, another one of our wellness advisors. They're going to be going over live coaching every week. You're going to be immersed. And a ton of fun. We're going to have raffles, a lot of different things in the community. Becky also just dropped in the chat. There's details on the Slenderise Challenge. So if you're interested in that, this is one of those websites you're going to want to go to. It's slenderise-challenge.com. Anyone's free to join. All you have to do is at least grab the Slenderise, and you can do more as well too for your complete transformation. Talk to your friend that connected you to this call, and we can give you some more information, but we definitely want to be able to help you with that. All right. And Becky also just dropped in the chat, the Wellness 360 group. So with that said, this is how it works. Here are some recommendations. If you're interested in participating in this, I want to give you a couple of popular packages to consider, and you can talk to your friend about what makes sense for you or not. This one on the left-hand side, if you're looking at this, and remember, you get the products and then you get them for a discount, and you're part of the community and you're part of the challenge. All of that is complimentary. All of that is extra stuff. Okay. So the products are basically your cost of admission for coaching and everything as well too. So these two, if you're into the Slenderise and Renew, what I like about this package is usually it's $313 for the month supply, but as a package, you save almost $80, guys. It's a lot. That's like in California, that's a take of gas. I was just talking to some of my friends in Texas, and they're like, that's multiple tanks. I'm like, man, must be nice, but that's $241 for a month. That is like, these products, I would say they're not cheap, but they're worth it. And here's a philosophy that I learned from my mentor. The most expensive product is the one that doesn't work. The most expensive product is the one that doesn't work. Straight up, how much money have we all spent, or you've known people spent on programs and diets and fads and all that never work? So I wouldn't look at the cost, I look at does it work or not, right? So we're going to make sure that this works. This has worked for so many people out there, okay? And yeah, just like what Pam said, but if you want the complete transformation, honestly, if you're in that phase right now, you're like, I just want to complete overhaul my body, be the healthiest, break through everything, and have the highest odds of winning, then the one you're going to want to consider is the 3X Clinical Pack and the Renew. This comes with other supplements like vitamins, minerals, fish oil, magnesium, calcium, vitamin D. It comes with a meal replacement shake that's super healthy to make it super, super simple. And when you break it down, it's really not that bad, but you save over $172. It's kind of like you're getting the Slenderize for free in this. And that one, most people use that for a month or two. And then from there, they kind of maintain on that as well too. Okay. You're going to get the absolute best results. So with that said, take a look at these. If you have more questions, ask the friend that brought you to this today. We can figure the best package for you, but pick something and just get started. Pick something and just get started, okay? So with that said, one last thing is this. There's also an interesting opportunity now. We have 10 days on the clock. Let me ask you this question. Does anyone here know anybody that also has been wanting to lose some weight? Put a 2 in the chat if you know at least somebody. Maybe it's your partner, maybe it's your friend, maybe you're hanging out with your family over the wintertime or something, and they're talking about it, right? Maybe you're at work or something. Yeah, so this is also a good opportunity. We got this extension of 10 days to be able to participate in this whole challenge that's going on. So what I'd recommend, there's actually a opportunity. Some of you might know some other people. There's actually a referral program here. This might be something for you too. That if you just get a one-time lifetime $30 membership, you can earn up to 30% when you refer this to someone else too, get some extra discounts on the products. You might want to consider the partner program here as well too, be able to pay for your products, maybe even an extra side hustle, maybe more. If you're interested in that, also talk to your friend and we can give you some more information on that. But whether it's for you or whether it's as an opportunity to be able to refer and gather other people as well too, this is the biggest thing that I'd honestly recommend, all right? And this is real talk right here. 2023 is an interesting year. We've all just gone through a lot of stuff together in the world, haven't we? Who here can agree with me that the last 2 to 3 years have been a little bit nuts? Put a 1 in the chat if you would agree, right? We all just survived the pandemic. Or maybe you had friends and family that were affected. And in all reality, there's been a lot of struggle. There's been a lot of stress. There's a recession. There's a lot of changes have happened, and they're still happening as well too. And perhaps you're in a place right now, but you're just looking for the next best step to be able to get your footing again, to be able to break through, to be able to have this year be absolutely different from the last couple of years. And the biggest thing that I've realized after coaching tons of people, after going through something like this myself, is that you can't change other people. You can't change the government. You can't change the world. But what you can do is change you. And if you want the best odds of having this year be the absolute best year, the easiest and the simplest thing to change is your own body. Because Tony Robbins has a great quote. He said, if you can discipline your body, you can discipline your mind. If you can discipline your mind, you can discipline anything out there as well too. And there's a positive correlation when you start to transform your health, life just gets better, doesn't it? No one wants to be sick. No one wants to feel bad in their clothes. No one wants to feel stuck. So when you start to invest into yourself and you say, I'm making a decision to commit to being my absolute best health, I've noticed there's an absolute positive correlation with your friendships, your family, your relationships, your finances, your everything. It starts with transforming you. So whether you're looking to win this challenge, or maybe you're looking to have a great transformation like what Pam's looking for, or if you're just looking to just do something positive for yourself and be a part of a positive community that can uplift you and those around you, let me tell you this program and this system and this community is the best. You will not have to look anywhere else. And it'd be our absolute honor to come alongside with you and help you in this transformational process. We're going to do this together, and we're going to have the most fun and have the biggest transformations ever. All right, everybody. Yeah. So if you're interested, in taking a look at this, join with us, talk to your friend once again, and join us this Saturday. We actually do have a live coaching call, and you can lock this down. You can take a screenshot of this Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific. You can get an understanding to see what it is that we're doing. We're going to talk about tips, how to dine in, how to take out, how to read nutrition. Like, we're going to talk a lot of cool stuff. You're more than welcome to join. Anyone's welcome to be a part of that. But talk to your friend. Would love to have you in our community. And other than that, thank you so much for your time, everyone. Tonight, Pam, thank you so much for doing a spectacular job. And we'll talk with you all soon. All right. Have a great evening. And let's launch this. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Good seeing everybody.
Bye, everybody. Hop on over to Pamela.